Hey everyone, Casey here. Alright, let's talk hashtags. Those little pound signs that can make a big difference on YouTube. If you're not using them right, you're missing out on a whole lot of potential views and subscribers. Today, we're diving into the do's and don'ts of using hashtags to maximize your YouTube presence. We'll break down the strategies, the mistakes to avoid, and everything in between. Let's do this. First things first, relevance is key. Always, and I mean always, use hashtags that directly relate to your video content. If you're posting a tutorial on baking sourdough bread, don't throw in hash gaming or hash makeup just because they're trending. It's like showing up to a basketball game in a football uniform. It just doesn't make sense. Think of hashtags as keywords that help YouTube understand what your video is about. When you use relevant hashtags, you're increasing the chances of your video appearing in front of the right audience. People who are actually interested in what you have to show and share. Now, I know it's tempting to go crazy with hashtags, but trust me, less is more. Don't overload your video description with a wall of hashtags. It can look spammy and desperate. Imagine trying to have a conversation with someone who just won't stop talking. It's overwhelming. The sweet spot? Stick to around 5 to 10 hashtags per video. This way you can focus on quality over quantity and ensure that each hashtag you use actually adds value. This is where things get interesting. YouTube, like any other social platform, has its own trends. Take some time to research trending hashtags in your niche. What are people searching for? What's generating buzz? You can use tools like Google Trends or even just browse through YouTube's trending tab to get a sense of what's hot. Incorporating a few trending hashtags strategically can give your video that extra push and help it get discovered by a wider audience. Okay, this is a big one. Just because a hashtag is popular doesn't mean it's right for your video. Using irrelevant popular hashtags might get you a few extra views in the short term, but it's not going to attract the right kind of viewers. In fact, it can actually hurt you in the long run. People might click on your video expecting one thing and then bounce right off when they realize it's not what they signed up for. That kind of behavior sends negative signals to YouTube's algorithm. I know I touched on this earlier, but it's worth repeating. Limit yourself to a maximum of 15 hashtags per video. YouTube itself has stated that using more than 15 hashtags can actually result in your video being flagged as spam. And trust me, you don't want to mess with the YouTube gods. Think of it this way. You'd rather have 10 highly relevant hashtags that attract the right viewers than 30 random ones that just clutter up your description. Keep it clean, keep it concise, keep it impactful. This should go without saying, but don't use misleading hashtags. Don't promise something in your hashtags that your video doesn't deliver. It's like putting up a sign for a free concert and then charging people at the door. Not cool. Using misleading hashtags might get you some initial clicks, but it's going to lead to a lot of frustrated viewers and ultimately damage your credibility. Be honest, be transparent, and let your content speak for itself. This is a cool one. If you have a series or a recurring theme on your channel, consider creating a unique branded hashtag. It's a great way to build brand recognition and create a sense of community around your content. Think of it like your own little corner of the internet. When people see your branded hashtag, they'll instantly know it's associated with your channel and the type of content you create. Where you place your hashtags matters. Don't bury them in the middle of your video description where they're likely to get lost. Instead, place them at the end of your description for better visibility. This way, they're easy for viewers to find, and they don't distract from the rest of your description. Consistency is key in the YouTube game, and that applies to hashtags too. If you're using specific hashtags for a particular series or recurring theme, stick with them. This creates a sense of familiarity and helps your videos get grouped together in YouTube's algorithm. Think of it like building a brand identity for your content. Just like you wouldn't change your channel name every other week, you want to maintain consistency with your hashtags to reinforce your brand and make it easier for viewers to find your content. Last but not least, don't just set it and forget it. YouTube provides valuable insights into how your hashtags are performing. Take some time to analyze which hashtags are driving the most traffic to your videos. Are there any hashtags that are consistently underperforming? Use this data to refine your hashtag strategy over time. The more you understand what works and what doesn't, the better equipped you'll be to optimize your hashtags for maximum impact. So there you have it, the do's and don'ts of using hashtags to boost your YouTube game. Remember, it's all about finding the right balance between relevance, quantity, and strategy. Don't be afraid to experiment, track your results, and adjust your approach along the way. The most important thing is to be authentic, engaging, and create content that you're passionate about. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips like these.